Hey guys, welcome to the post-game debrief of the Edmonton Oilers' 11th straight victory as it comes over the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Oilers win 4-2. Let's get right into it. In the first period, Austin Matthews scored just 20 seconds in to make it 1-0 Toronto. Then the Leafs almost made it 2-0. I thought the Oilers were looking sloppy. Janmark had two brutal turnovers on his two first shifts of the game. McDavid then draws a penalty, but it was an uneventful power play. Draisaitl just missed on the one-timer. And then Brown had a really good chance at the top of the paint, but he could not convert. And I'm just going to say right now, I thought this was Connor Brown's best game as an Oiler. He is due to score. He's cursed right now, but I know he's going to break that curse at some point. He is going to score. I know it. The Oilers had a relentless forecheck halfway through the first period, and then Tavares run Skinner, but he was actually tripped by Evander Kane. So note to all the kids out there who watch this video, don't knock players into your own goalie. Don Cherry would be yelling at you about the same thing. I don't agree with a lot about what Don Cherry used to say, but that's one of them. Don't hit a guy into your own goalie, for goodness sakes. Hyman got a good chance, then Skinner made a couple big saves. Kane also had a good chance on Jones. It was a very high tempo first period. At the end of one, it was 1-0 Toronto. Shots were 12-7 Edmonton, and the expected goals were 1.9 to 0.8 in favor of the Oilers. Overall, other than the first couple minutes of that first period, Edmonton was playing very well. A little bit of a different story in the second period here. In the second, Nylander crossbar on a breakaway. Evander Kane lost the puck at the offensive blue line that led to the turnover. And then Nurse took a penalty right after, but Edmonton had a really good penalty kill. Toronto could not get anything going. And then Brown had an almost breakaway and the shot got deflected into the crowd. I was cheering for Brown. He's so cursed, man. He's so cursed. McDavid had a good chance off the rush. And then Toronto scores, but Skinner was shoved into the net. No goal. And as a matter of fact, that puck did not cross the line. Skinner with a huge save off of a Nurse turnover, and then Riley makes it 2-0 Toronto. I thought Edmonton was losing steam. All that momentum they gained in the first period started to peter away a little bit into the second, but just 12 seconds after Riley made it 2-0, Zach Hyman scored an absolute beautiful goal to make it 2-1 just 12 seconds later, but it would be reviewed for offside, and it definitely was offside. That's probably the nicest no goal I have ever seen. Zach Hyman, poor guy, trying to score against his former team. It was a beautiful goal, but it does not count on the score sheet. And then the Oilers started to press after that. Toronto took control of the second period, and then McDavid got a shift with Draisaitl. Draisaitl immediately scores on this strange backhand to make it 2-1, and then the Oilers continued to press the last couple minutes of the second period. Toronto was on their heels to end the second. Score was 2-1. The shots were 26-21 in favor of the Oilers. The expected goals were 3.1 to 2.6 in favor of Edmonton, and the shot attempts up to this point were 53-36 in favor of the Oilers. So Edmonton was dominating puck possession, shot attempts, expected goals. The only thing they weren't dominating was on the actual scoreboard, but as we would come to find out in the third period, they were just building up for a big third, which we love to see. Third period, it was a slow start for both teams, and then Derek Ryan off a very nice feed from Ryan McLeod, who parked himself in Gretzky's office. Ryan makes it 2-2, and then Kane had several giveaways that I had to mention, but overall, other than the few giveaways he had, I thought Evander Kane played a pretty solid game. Tons of crowd chanting between the Leafs and Oilers fans. They were fighting to be the loudest. It was so much fun. That atmosphere in Rogers Place tonight was something else. And then I thought the Oilers started playing with a little bit of fire. They were giving the puck away a lot. They weren't able to make their outlet passes out of their zone. Toronto was forechecking pretty hard. And then Ryan McLeod, with 3 minutes left, he gets a shift with Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. They're loaded up with 3 minutes to play, and Ryan McLeod scores. Connor McDavid tied up the defender in front to make that space for Ryan McLeod. What an adjustment by Chris Knobloch, and Edmonton has their first lead of the game, 3-2. Toronto would pull the goalie, but Evan Bouchard seals the deal with the empty net goal. 4-2 Oilers final. That is 11 straight victories for the Edmonton Oilers. You absolutely love to see it. End of the third, 4-2 Oilers. The shots were 32-27. The expected goals 4.2 to 3.15 in favor of Edmonton. Now, my 3 stars tonight, I had Stuart Skinner as the third star. He played an absolutely phenomenal game. He held things together in the second period when they could have got out of hand. My second star was Evan Bouchard. He had a goal and an assist. And then my first star was Ryan McLeod. He just absolutely turned it on. He turned the whole game around for Edmonton, his assist to Derek Ryan, and then the game winner with 3 minutes left. We love to see that from Clowder. Next up for the Oilers is Thursday at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time versus the Seattle Kraken at at Rogers Place. Seattle had been on a big win streak. They have lost their last two, so they're going to be looking to start a new winning streak, and Edmonton is going to look to continue their win streak and extend it to 12 games. The overall final stats tonight, the power plays 0 for 1 for each team, which means the penalty kill was 1 for 1 for each team. And Edmonton out hit Toronto 32-25. Edmonton exerted a bit more physicality tonight, and you love to see it. That game against Chicago, I think Edmonton had 9 total hits. So if Edmonton can start to play physical against these skill-based teams, they can really assert their dominance. They can really assert themselves in the game and completely take over, and that's exactly what they did. But what did you guys think of the game tonight? Let me know in the comments section below. If you guys like this video, make sure you hit like. If you really liked it, make sure you hit subscribe. Just as a friendly reminder, we are very close to 1,000 subscribers, and if you are unaware, once we hit 1,000 subscribers, I am giving away a very cool, very retro Atlanta Thrashers jersey and a Red Deer Rebels hat. They will be separate giveaways. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, there will be much more detail on that. I just want to say thank you all again for your support. It means a lot. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, stay warm, and yeah, see you guys.